What if I told you I stopped budgeting and my finances actually got better? No spreadsheets, no apps, no micromanaging, and yet every bill gets paid. My savings grows, and I invest every single month, all without lifting a finger. It's not magic. It's a system, a quiet little machine I built, one that now runs in the background while I live my life. I set my money on autopilot, and in this episode, I'll show you exactly how. There was a time I checked my bank account with dread. Every time I opened that app, my heart would race. I'd hold my breath, bracing for the worst, hoping maybe, just maybe, this time the numbers wouldn't be in the red. But deep down, I already knew what I'd see. It was a ritual of anxiety, a daily reminder that my money was slipping through my fingers faster than I could keep track. A red number, an overdraft, another late fee. It was like a cycle I couldn't break. Every month, the same story. Bills piling up, payments bouncing, and that sinking feeling in my stomach as I realized I'd miscalculated. Again. The overdraft warnings would pop up and I'd scramble to move money around, borrowing from one account to cover another, just to avoid another penalty. But it never seemed to be enough. The fees kept coming, and the stress kept building. It wasn't that I didn't care. I was just tired, stretched thin, reacting to money instead of leading it. I'd tell myself I'd do better next month, that I'd finally get ahead, but the exhaustion was real. After a long day of work, the last thing I wanted to do was face the numbers, so I'd put it off, hoping things would magically improve. But they never did. I felt like I was always one step behind, chasing after my own finances, never quite catching up. One night, a $37 overdraft fee hit after I paid rent. I remember sitting there staring at my phone, feeling the weight of that number. $37. It wasn't a fortune, but it might as well have been a mountain. It was the last straw in a long line of small defeats. I'd worked hard, paid my rent on time, and still, I was being punished for not having enough. That fee felt like a slap in the face, a reminder that no matter how hard I tried, I was always just a little bit behind. It wasn't the fee that hurt. It was the feeling of losing control. That moment, sitting in the quiet, I realized it wasn't just about the money. It was about what the money represented. Security, stability, the ability to breathe easy at night. Losing control of my finances meant losing control of my peace of mind. It meant feeling powerless, like my life was being dictated by numbers on a screen instead of my own choices. That feeling lingered long after the fee was paid. That was the moment I knew. I needed a system. Not more hustle, not more willpower, a system. Something that would take the guesswork out of my finances, that would help me get ahead instead of always playing catch-up. I realized I couldn't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. I needed a plan, a way to make my money work for me instead of the other way around. That night, I made a promise to myself. I would find a better way. I would take back control one step at a time. So I did what most people never do. I stopped trying harder, and I started learning from those who had already figured it out. The one thing they had in common? They didn't budget harder. They automated success. I learned this. Systems beat willpower. Every time. Even the wealthiest people don't manually manage every dollar. They set up the system once and let it run. So I decided I would do the same. For years, I struggled to keep my finances organized. I'd get paid, pay a few bills, maybe save a little if I remembered, and then wonder where all my money went by the end of the month. It felt like I was always playing catch-up, never really in control. So I decided to change everything. I built what I call the money machine, a system that runs my finances for me, almost on autopilot. It's not magic, but it feels like it. Here's how it works, step by step, and how you can build your own. Step 1. All of my income from every source goes into a single checking account. Whether it's my main job, a side hustle, or even a random gift, it all lands in one place. This is the foundation of my system. By funneling everything into one account, I always know exactly how much money I have to work with. No more guessing, no more scattered balances across different banks. It's all right there, clear and simple. This checking account is my command center. It's the control room for my entire financial life. Every dollar that comes in is accounted for, and every dollar that goes out is tracked. I can see my cash flow at a glance, spot trends, and make adjustments if I need to. It's like having a financial cockpit where I'm the pilot and I know exactly where I'm headed. Step 2. I set up all my bills to be paid automatically. Every recurring expense, from rent to utilities to my phone bill, is scheduled to go out on time, every time. I don't have to remember due dates or worry about late fees. My bank or credit card handles it for me. This automation is a game changer. It frees up mental space and ensures that my financial obligations are always met, no matter how busy life gets. Rent, credit cards, subscriptions, insurance, internet. Every bill that can be automated is automated. I don't waste time writing checks or logging in to pay each one manually. It all happens in the background, quietly and efficiently. If a bill changes, I get a notification, but otherwise I barely have to think about it. Gone are the days of sticky notes and endless calendar reminders. No more scrambling to pay something at the last minute or worrying about missing a payment. My system takes care of it all, so I can focus on more important things, like living my life. Step 3. Savings comes first. Before I spend a single dollar on anything else, a fixed amount is automatically transferred from my checking account to a high-yield savings account. This isn't just any savings account. It's one that actually earns me interest, helping my money grow even faster. I treat this transfer like a non-negotiable bill. It happens every month, no matter what. A fixed amount moves to my high-yield savings account every month, rain or shine. This is my safety net, my emergency fund, and my ticket to future opportunities. By automating my savings, I make sure I'm always paying myself first. It's amazing how quickly your savings can grow when you make it a priority and let automation do the heavy lifting. Step 4. Investing is automated too. I set up recurring transfers from my checking account straight into my investment accounts. Every month, without fail, a set amount is invested in a diversified portfolio of ETFs. I don't try to time the market. Instead, I trust the process and let the system work for me. This takes the emotion out of investing and keeps me consistent, even when the market gets rocky. I invest the same amount each month into ETFs, no matter what the headlines say. This approach is called dollar-cost averaging. It means I buy more shares when prices are low and fewer when they're high, but I'm always investing. Over time, this strategy helps smooth out the ups and downs of the market and keeps my money growing steadily. That's the beauty of dollar-cost averaging. I don't have to worry about whether now is the perfect time to invest. I just stick to my plan, month after month. Sometimes I buy when the market is down, sometimes when it's up, but over the years, it all averages out. This takes the stress and guesswork out of investing, and it's one of the most powerful tools for building wealth over time. Over time, this approach smooths out the ride. The market will always have its ups and downs, but by investing consistently, I avoid the temptation to panic or make rash decisions. I can watch my investments grow, knowing that I'm following a proven strategy. Even better, I get to enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing my future is on track. And here's the icing on the cake. Dividends from my investments get reinvested automatically. Whenever my ETFs pay out dividends, those earnings are used to buy even more shares. This creates a powerful compounding effect where my money starts earning money, and then that money earns even more. It's like planting seeds that grow into trees, which then drop more seeds and grow a whole forest. The best part? I don't have to do anything. No clicks, no logging in, no temptation to tinker with my investments. My system runs quietly in the background, compounding my wealth while I focus on living my life. I can relax, knowing that my money is working for me, not the other way around. My money grows, whether I'm awake or asleep. That's the magic of automation and compounding. By building my own money machine, I've created a system that takes care of my finances, builds my wealth, and gives me the freedom to enjoy life without constantly worrying about money. And the best part? Anyone can do this. All it takes is a little setup, a commitment to consistency, and the willingness to let your money machine work for you day and night. When it comes to managing my money, I like to keep things as simple and stress-free as possible. Over the years, I've experimented with all sorts of budgeting methods, spreadsheets, and even old-school notebooks. But I found that the right digital tools make all the difference. They help me stay organized, automate the boring stuff, and give me peace of mind that my finances are on track, even when life gets busy or unpredictable. The first tool in my financial toolkit is a no-fee online bank account. I chose an online bank because it offers features that traditional banks just can't match. like zero monthly fees, higher interest rates, and a super easy-to-use app. One of my favorite features is automatic transfers. Every time I get paid, a portion of my paycheck is automatically moved into my savings account, so I never have to think about it. I also use the bank's bill pay feature to schedule all my recurring payments, rent, utilities, subscriptions, so I never miss a due date or get hit with late fees. It's all about making my money work for me, not the other way around. Next up is my high-yield savings account. This isn't just any savings account. It's one that actually earns me money while my cash sits there. The interest rate is much higher than what you'd get at a regular bank, so my savings grow faster, even if I'm not adding a ton each month. But what really makes this account powerful is how I organize it. I split my savings into labeled buckets, each with its own purpose. For example, I have a bucket for emergencies, because you never know when your car might break down or you'll need to cover a surprise medical bill. I also have buckets for travel, so I can take a spontaneous trip without feeling guilty, and for my future house, which is a long-term goal I'm slowly working toward. Having these separate buckets keeps me motivated and makes it easy to see exactly how much progress I'm making toward each goal. It's like giving every dollar a job, and it helps me avoid the temptation to dip into my savings for things that aren't really important. For investing, I rely on a robo-advisor. If you haven't heard of these, they're basically automated investment platforms that use algorithms to build and manage a portfolio for you. I just set my goals, like saving for retirement or a big purchase, and the robo-advisor takes care of the rest. It automatically invests my money in a mix of stocks and bonds based on my risk tolerance and timeline. I don't have to worry about picking individual stocks or timing the market, which honestly takes a huge weight off my shoulders. Plus, the fees are much lower than what you'd pay a traditional financial advisor. Of course, none of this would work if I didn't keep track of where my money is going. That's where my Money Tracker app comes in. I use it to categorize every expense: groceries, dining out, transportation, and more. The app gives me a clear picture of my spending habits, so I can spot trends and make adjustments if I'm going over budget in certain areas. It also sends me reminders and alerts if I'm getting close to my spending limits, which helps me stay accountable without feeling restricted. What I love most about these tools is how they work together to make my financial life easier. They don't just save me time, they actually protect me from making impulsive or emotional decisions with my money. When I'm tired after a long day, or feeling overwhelmed by everything on my plate, I know my system is still running in the background, quietly building my savings and investments, and keeping my bills paid on time. That peace of mind is priceless. Even on days when I barely have the energy to check my accounts, I can trust that my financial foundation is solid. These tools aren't just apps on my phone. They're like a safety net that catches me when life gets hectic. They help me stay consistent, avoid costly mistakes, and keep moving toward my goals, no matter what else is going on. If you're looking to simplify your finances and build better habits, I can't recommend these tools enough. Since I automated my money, something strange happened. I stopped thinking about it. No panic, no guilt, no money fights. Instead, I had space to dream bigger, to take risks, to focus on what really matters. Automation gave me freedom, not just financial, but mental. So what did this really do for me? I stopped missing bills. I saved more than ever, without noticing. My investments started growing, month by month, quietly. My net worth finally turned positive and kept climbing. But more than that, I felt mentally lighter, because I no longer carried the weight of managing money every day. It's like decluttering your home, but for your brain. Money stopped being a stressor and became a silent partner. You don't need to be rich to build your own system. Start small. Automate $20 into savings. Set up one bill to autopay. Pick a robo-advisor or index fund and schedule a tiny monthly investment. It's not about how much. It's about consistency and letting your system grow with you. This isn't theory. It's real. It's what I use every single day. Automation gave me back control, time, peace of mind, and you can have that too. What will you automate first? Drop a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to Investment, where we turn simple systems into lifelong wealth.